that Donald Trump was the man, is now begging for zero tariffs, open borders, and freedom of movement. I'm talking about Elon Musk. Elon Musk now says that he hopes the United States and Europe move to a zero tariff situation, turning on Trump's total tariff takedown. And he says he also wants more freedom of people to move between Europe and North America. Here is Elon Musk. Take a listen to this. They are turning on Trump.
And I'm hopeful, for example, with the tariffs, that at the end of the day, I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, effectively creating a free trade zone between Europe and North America. That would be that's what I hope occurs. And also more freedom of people to move between Europe and North America, if they wish. If they wish to work in Europe or wish to work in America, they should be allowed to do so, in my view. So that has certainly been my advice to the president.
Elon Musk just dropped a bomb on Donald Trump's entire economic playbook. The same guy MAGA worship for fighting the libs is now begging for zero tariffs, open borders, and free movement of labor. That's not just a disagreement, that's a total betrayal of Trump's America First policy. In this clip, Elon openly calls for a free trade zone between Europe and North America, right as Trump doubles down on his tariff war. This is Elon versus Trump, and only one of them is speaking the language of modern capitalism. The other is stuck in economic fantasy land.
So this is 180 degrees different than what Trump has been pushing and what Trump has proposed. Now, I see that there are some people out there saying, oh, David, this is not Musk breaking with Trump. They all have the same goals. Musk wants zero tariffs, and Trump eventually wants zero tariffs. This entire global tariff gambit, where even islands inhabited only by penguins are having tariffs placed on them, this is all to eventually get to zero tariffs. Well, this isn't necessary if the goal is to get to zero tariffs. Go right to other countries and say, let's go to zero tariffs. You could do that. There's no rule that says you have to do this to get them to negotiate. And this Elon Musk video was published just days after Donald Trump doubled down on this catastrophic round of tariffs, which is tanking markets. It's putting global trade on red alert. So what you are seeing now is Musk, the guy MAGA thought was their billionaire champion, completely rejecting the economic nationalism of Donald Trump. When you say zero tariffs, meaning free movement of goods, and you say movement of labor, that's the opposite of what Trump and his cronies want. Trump and the far right have worshipped Elon as the cool billionaire who gets it, the guy who fights the libs and he owns Twitter and he's playing 4D chess.
Let's be real. Elon Musk is the last person who can afford to side with Trump's isolationist garbage. His factories, China, his talent pool, global, his AI labs, dependent on international immigration. Everything Elon builds relies on the exact kind of borderless economy that Trump's trying to tear down. Trump wants to pretend you can grow an empire by slapping tariffs on every country that doesn't bow to him. But Elon knows the truth, that in 2025, business is global or it's dead. And MAGA's delusion that you can have tech dominance, economic growth, and blue-collar jobs while shutting out the world is just that, a delusion.
But the truth is that Elon Musk's entire business depends on globalization. Tesla batteries made in China, Starlink deals that are multinational, AI talent that is global, manufacturing that is cross-border, a workforce that depends on international visas to bring highly skilled people to the United States to work for Elon's companies. The Republican coalition is built on opposing much of that stuff. They want to be the party of billionaires and also of blue-collar workers. How is that going to work? They want to worship capital, but they hate globalization. They want to stop immigration, but grow the economy. It's just not possible right now. You can't run an economy like Elon Musk's while you are Trump pursuing protectionist trade policy. Elon wants cheap labor and open markets and talent mobility. Trump wants economic war with everyone who doesn't kiss his ass. Their goals are fundamentally incompatible. And after the break, we are going to talk about bigger cracks opening. It's not just Elon who now is saying, this isn't making a lot of sense. Now, Elon is on his way out. We already learned last week that Donald Trump seems pretty displeased with Elon pouring $25 million into that Wisconsin Supreme Court race and losing it. He's getting annoyed with Elon's presence. Elon has said he's going to go back to running his businesses. And then when Trump was asked, does Doge survive Elon leaving? Trump said, I'm not so sure. At some point, Doge is going to end. Well, now it's getting even bigger. The cracks are turning into crevasses. And we are going to talk about that after this short break.
This is no longer a rift. It's a breakup. Elon isn't just walking away from Trump. He's torching the very foundation of Trump's economic nationalism. And Trump's passive-aggressive jabs at Elon show exactly how threatened he feels. So here's the real takeaway. When even MAGA's poster billionaire is saying enough, you know the walls are starting to crack. Elon just exposed the rot at the core of Trump's trade agenda. And it's only going to get messier from here. Elon flipped the script, and Trump's not going to like it. If you're done with the noise and want the truth, hit like, drop your take in the comments, and subscribe. This clash is just getting started.